What's going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. In case the title did not do it for you, I'm going to do it right here as well. Potential, possible, theoretical, not confirmed. We do not know if this leak is actually going to come into fruition, but I want to talk about it, and I think it's really interesting. Quickly, if you guys could leave a like down below on this video, and let me know what you guys think about this possible leak. Do you think it is going to happen? Do you think it's not going to happen? Or do you think, I don't know, it's partially going to happen? I don't know. Just let me know down below in the comment section. But of course, the leak I am referring to is I went ahead, somebody DM'd me on Twitter, and they sent me this picture of the 9th inning program, what the pack is going to look like, and I was kind of stunned right away because it looked very realistic. If you guys had looked at the the boss packs that we've seen in the past, it looks just like that. And on it featured DJ LeMahieu, Jacob DeGrom, and Ronald Acuna Jr. So that immediately made me think, is this real? Is this fake? Is this fan-made? Because I'm going to keep it real with you. I could probably make something pretty similar to that. It would take some time, but with just average Photoshop skills, I could probably do that. But if you go ahead and do a little bit more digging, which is not much at all, and go ahead and look at the feature programs, you guys will see Glass right here on the 9th inning, which of course Glass is the theme for Finest this year, as you guys will see if you go over and look at the pack. Broken Glass, if you look at the cards, Broken Glass once again. So it pretty much is confirmed, in my opinion, all but confirmed, that we are going to see Finest cards within the 9th inning program. It's just a matter of who, and by that nature, I would imagine that these three are probably going to be in it at some capacity, because it would just make sense. All signs are pointing to it. Is this leak necessarily true? We don't know. These three players could not be within the 9th inning program, but right now it does seem like the 9th inning program is going to revolve around Finest cards. I don't know how I feel about that, because if you were to think about DJ LeMahieu, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Jacob DeGrom, so DJ LeMahieu apparently is an MVP candidate. I would probably put him, I don't know, maybe 4th in the American League in MVP voting. Acuna, of course, had a monster year, not going to win MVP. I think Ketel, Rendon, Bellinger, and Yelich are all more deserving. And the DeGrom, I think, is probably going to win Cy Young in the National League. He was better than Scherzer. Scherzer didn't pitch the full season. I think he's going to win that. What I kind of think this is I think this is going to be like a 200-star, the henchman pack, they call it now. I think that's what we might see it as. Now, I know there's some pictures of DJ LeMahieu's stats floating around. I gotta stop doing the air quotes. That's annoying me. I can't even imagine what it must be to be you guys right now. But don't pay any mind to the potential DJ LeMahieu stats you guys are seeing. That is just a screenshot of his cards that they made for the playoff moments. So I guess it's possible, but it's a 95 overall, which I don't think we would see, because DJ LeMahieu, like I said, he was fantastic this year. He had such a good season. I don't know how they could only make him a 95 overall, so I don't think that's exactly true. So I wouldn't exactly pay any mind to that, but I definitely would pay mind to this rumor, this potential leak, because I do think it is true. I would have to say, and I did do some retracing. I did some backward searching on Google, and the only place I found this image used, the one that I have shown on the screen of the pack with the LeMahieu, Acuna, and DeGrom, led me to Reddit, where that's a whole convoluted thread right there, and apparently somebody posted it, then they deleted their account, and I don't really know, it's confusing, but somehow we ended up with this picture, and I have inkling that it is probably going to happen. Of course, this 9th inning program is going to be coming out on late October, which the stream is on Thursday. I think it all comes out on Thursday, on the 31st, on Halloween, so that definitely should be interesting. So let me know your guys' predictions. I'm gonna have a dedicated video to my opinions. Now it probably has altered, considering that I think we are gonna see Finest cards, in which case I would imagine this is just going to be another way that they're going to bring upon some of the the select cards that they're calling them, because when I was filming my video earlier today regarding around talking about some of the set 3 finest players, it got me to think, we have 15 more of those select cards. How exactly are they going to roll those out if we've only been receiving 1 per 7 finest cards collected? I don't really know how they would do that. This 9th inning program would be a perfect place where they could, most likely they're going to have 3 as the bosses and then 3 as the henchmen. It kind of seems what they're going to do. I doubt we're going to see that for the first pack. Maybe for the first pack they're going to put some of these like lower base tier cards in there, or it's just going to be a regular substandard pack as always, but it seems like it is going to revolve around the finest nonetheless. At first, when it showed Broken Glass, when they revealed the 8th inning program and had a little hint towards this, I wasn't really too sure what it's going to be, but now that we know what the finest cards look like, it is a dead giveaway. I don't really think that you can deny this. It's Broken Glass. It's the same exact theme that they use for the finest cards, the finest pack, and everything revolving finest in MLB The Show 19, so that would make 100,000% sense in my mind, hopefully in your mind as well, that it is going to revolve around finest players for the 9th inning program. But once again, I just don't really know exactly who they are going to be, and that's the tough thing. Like I said, if they have all of those cards, there's still going to be the question, how are they going to, let's say they release 6, 3 henchmen, 3 bosses, where are they going to release the other 9? We don't really know. Either way, it should be a pretty effective way of doing it, as long as they make really good cards. And from the finest cards that we've seen, you know, the Rendon is really good. If you guys have been on Twitter, Spore revealed Ketel Marte's card, which looks really nice. Fuzzy revealed Francisco Lindor. Quash Tag released, or not released, he revealed Fernando Tatis Jr., and a whole bunch of cards. Jordan Alvarez, Josh Bell, Eugenio Suarez. We've seen a lot of really good finest cards, so I definitely think we are going to get good quality cards here, and I think it's going to be interesting. I know some people might be disappointed in the fact that we don't have Pujols, you know, we don't have Stan Musial, we don't have Mike Schmidt, he's another one. You know, we got Babe Ruth, we got Ted Williams, we got Chipper Jones, 3 guys that a lot of people have been looking for quite some time, but I know there's tons of people, and I see it every time they release content. Where's Pujols? Where's X? Where is this other guy? And I think they are going to come eventually. At this point, it kind of seems like Pujols might be a World Series reward, which I guess would make sense. You know, they're kind of going down that route, and it has its positives and its negatives. Is it going to be hard to obtain? For sure. There isn't really a good Babe Ruth that you can use in the game right now, and the only good one that it looks to be in the game is going to be about 500,000 stubs, which is unfortunate for people who you know, are not skilled enough to make it to World Series like me, or who don't have the stubs in order to get him. It kind of, you know, puts it behind a paywall that you can't use this Babe Ruth. But on the other hand, it should be rewarding, because making World Series is not inherently easy, so it should be something that you were supposed to grind for and want to get. So I think that's where we're gonna see Pujols, considering if finest is the program 9 that we are going to see on Thursday on Halloween. Of course, remember, we are still going to see more programs in the future. They did once again all but confirm that we are going past the 9th inning. Who knows how far we're going to go, but as a kind of reminder, usually what happens with MLB The Show, I would kind of say at least count on content until after New Year's. Then we don't really know. The game does come out earlier this year. I think March 13th is the beginning of early access if you pre-order the MVP edition, the whatever GameStop edition that you get the hat or whatever, or the digital deluxe, you get the game 4 days early. I believe on March 13th is early access when that begins. So I would say probably towards the beginning of January, you know, beginning of February, somewhere in there is where we can kind of expect content up until, which leaves plenty of time in November and the month of December that we are still going to be seeing programs. I would say maybe we'll go into the 11th or 12th inning and finally somebody's going to walk the game off by then. But this is going to about wrap up this video. Like I said, I just wanted to give you guys some information regarding around that potential leak once again. You know, I think it's going to happen. Is it going to be those 3 players? At some point, I think they will. I don't think somebody just made that so well in order to try to get some lulls over on people. And once again, it looks like Finest is obviously going to be in the 9th inning program. And, you know, those 3 are, you know, going to be the select cards. We know that. DJ, if you look at the second baseman, Altuve was a fan vote, so DJ's obviously going to be the one for second base. DeGrom hasn't gotten like a signature card, and I don't think so, so he would be eligible for a Finest card once again. And then also, who's the other one? Acuna, most likely he was not part of the Braves fan vote. Ozzy Albies won that, so I think likely Acuna is going to get there. And those cards could be 99. Those could be the bosses, in which case I guess I would go Acuna. You know, the speed, the hitting would be a really nice card. If those 3 are the bosses, let me know down below in the comment section. Who of those 3 would you pick? Finest LeMahieu, Finest DeGrom, or Finest Ronald Acuna Jr.? But if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know down below once again your thoughts. Is this going to happen? Is it not? Leave a like if you guys enjoyed this one, and hope you guys have a great rest of the day. There goes some out.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.